it's important for you to challenge your own beliefs about how you grow your business. Because if you're not satisfied with where you're at, if you're not happy with where you're going, maybe your beliefs aren't serving you. And that's important, right? Not your belief about the destination, not your belief about your capabilities, but it's also important to question the beliefs that you have about how you acquire the income you acquire, right? Because sometimes we have some bullshit in our head. It's a belief that our parents passed on to us. It's a belief that, somebody in our life passed on to us. It's a belief that maybe it's a branch manager or somebody else passed on to us. And so now you're living within this limitation that you have the key to your own cage and could set yourself free. But because you've established that belief, you are unable to attract business that way. Right. I've talked to a lot of people over the last, going on greater part of a decade now, who have believed that one cannot grow a mortgage business through taking applications on the phone. So they don't. And that's a hard game to play if that's your belief. Right. Yeah. So that's something that's interesting. MJ, why don't we talk a little bit about, you're making calls. How many calls do you make, or how do you structure that? Do you have like certain times of the day you do this? Like, how do you structure and categorize your, your working day? What are your priorities?
So to be honest with you, I have not started the power dialer just yet, but I know.
You're doing all of this manually.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I have a meeting with the GVS team on the 13th to see about getting that established.
Wow.
What I do, you got to understand, where I have my campaign is East Coast. I start my day on West Coast at 4 a.m. Okay. I do that because I need to make sure I'm in their time zone. I've already had my coffee. Let's be real. I do triple shots every morning because that's my thing. And it just gets me rocking and rolling. I already drank mine, so I don't have mine no more. But hey, and what I do is I just hit the phones. And for every person that tells me no or says now is not the time, I created my own templates as well for texting. And I have my own templates in there, which is an awesome tool, by the way.
Yeah.
And the ones that say no, I just mark with a tiny little asterisk next to it, because I have a way I do it. And then after I'm done power dialing, I send out a mass text to all of them with my scheduling. That's what I do, because they reached out originally.
Mm-hmm.
They were interested at some point. And I can recoup quite a bit of that by doing that.
That's legit. I love that. So I just heard back from Nicole. She said 203 leads so far, 98 days live. You've taken 110 applications. I want to talk about like what you do with the leads that don't respond, but we only got, what would that be? Less than 100 of them, like 97 of them or so haven't responded. Or you haven't gotten to an app at least, right? I'm sure some of those have responded and didn't become an app, or, you might get the occasional F off, or I don't want it, or this is wrong number, right? You're going to have some of that.
Wrong number. That's the one I get the most, wrong number.
Yeah.
But I always respond back with, wrong number? Well, how did I get yours?
Yeah. One thing I actually,
what?
it was a Hail Mary attempt, but when I would do door-to-door life insurance, because sometimes people would fill out like little lead card thingies, and then I would, kind of show up unannounced, and I would try to do sales that way. And one of the things that I did that it worked one or two times in my career. So this is not like a strategy. It's a Hail Mary attempt.